Hello, everyone. I just wanted to send this out as a way of addressing head on the idea that we are considering moving our home base. And I know there's been a lot of rumors and speculation going on about it. So, this is my way of addressing head on and basically laying out all the facts about what we're considering, what we're not considering, why we're considering, and all that good stuff. So, basically, we are considering leaving the World Beat Center, our home for many, many, many years, and a truly wonderful and beautiful place, and considering moving to the Movement slash La Vie Dance Center, where we had a rehearsal and the Pagoji party not too long ago. And so I just want to lay out exactly why we're considering this, because a lot of people have been going to the World Beat for a long time, and they don't always see the behind the scenes stuff, things we have to deal with them. And then the positive reasons of why we're considering leaving and the offers that the movement is offering us. So here goes. Basically, we've been at the World Beat for a really, really, really long time. They have a beautiful mission there, and the way they support the community is really awesome. But we have had issues with them in a lot of regards, not just the storage, but drum storage is a big issue. We've been asking to store drums there for basically as long as I've been with the group, in like 4 or 5 years at this point. And they have said yes, they have said no, they have said maybe, they have said all kinds of things, and they have never given us storage, and basically have strung us along for a really long time, saying that, oh, well, maybe we can do it if you guys do this, if you guys do this, and it is yet to come about. And personally, that's really frustrating because a long time Miley had all the drums in her car. I have had all the drums in my car for a long time. I recently had my car gotten into and something stolen out of it while the drums were in my car. Luckily, the drums were not taken, but some other things were. So it's kind of a ticking time bomb until we actually have drum storage, that the drums could be stolen at any day, and that's just a reality that we live in. So the fact that they have been so uncooperative and like just non-helpful in that regard, we've had asked to give volunteers to go and clear out space, if we could purchase a unit to put outside, and that's just been really frustrating. That's issue one. Issue two is based around communication. They are really, really unprofessional communicators. Anytime we've wanted to have an event or discuss something or have a special request for rehearsal, they take anywhere from 4 to 5 days to multiple weeks to return phone calls or text messages. And they, unless you actually like catch them in person and do a handshake, they often just ignore things you've said over the phone. There's been multiple occasions where we have reserved the space for special workshops on the weekends, and then they fail to tell the teachers who have that scheduled time slot that there's a special event, and then we are in conflict with other local teachers who think that the space is theirs, but we have reserved it, and some people refuse to give up, rightly so, their time slot, and some people have been kind enough to give it up and allow us to use the space when we've reserved it. And most importantly, when we had our Feijoada event several months back, we had been asking for a quote on how much it would cost to rent the space, and they refused to give it to us, and we're not responding to any of our requests for a quote, just saying, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be a good price. And so we went forward and bought the materials, bought the alcohol, advertised the thing, and then 3 days before the event, they dropped a bomb on us that it was going to be $2,000. And fortunately, Jessica managed to negotiate it down to $700, but even that was well beyond our budget. And if we had known that that was going to be the price of the event, we would have canceled it. But we had already made the investment, made purchases, advertised the event, so we had to go through with it, and we lost $700. So basically, the World Beat and their bad communication lost us $700, and that hurts. It hurts a lot. So just their general communication style is really frustrating. They only like to talk to maybe 1 or 2 people within the group. I get it, they're very old fashioned. They really like face-to-face communication, and they like things being done handshake style rather than any other way, but we can't function that way. We have needs. We need to be able to communicate, make things happen on a fast turnaround, and that's just not happening there. And then lastly, they were promoting false information about our classes on their website for a very long time, saying that first class was free, it was donation based, and so we had a lot of people coming to classes with that idea, and we were losing money because people were saying, oh, it's advertised that this class is free, I don't have to pay. And after asking many times for them to change that, it only happened when we finally told them, like, look, we're losing money, you need to compensate us for classes because your information is false. Then they finally changed it. So those are the issues that we're dealing with the World Beat. Again, it's a beautiful space. We've been there a long time. I appreciate their mission, but for what we're trying to do and for us to grow as a group, it's really becoming more and more difficult to stay there. And above all, we don't fit. At this point, we have a large group of dancers who barely fit on the dance floor. The drummers take up a good amount of space, so we're outgrowing the space. As awesome of a place as that is, it's really not that great for us. The floor isn't that great for the dancers. The pillars really take up a lot of room. So those are all the reasons we've been considering leaving. So that out of the way, the reasons why we're considering moving to the Movement Dance Center. So the woman who's leasing the space and organizing the space, Rebecca, I've worked with her, and Hanata have worked with her. We both have worked with her for a while now. We have a good standing relationship with her, and have good effective communication with her. She answers our texts and calls pretty much immediately, which is great. She really is in line with us about making the movement our home, not just a place that we rent and we have classes there, but a place that is truly our home base. She has offered space for us to put up a storage shed. That's like check one. We have a space that is dedicated in a secure location to be able to store dancer costumes, drums, the banner, all that stuff. It'll be there for us. We're going to purchase it and we can put it on site and it's good to go. For those of you who have seen the space, they have that big outdoor parking lot that we can practice marching in, we can have outdoor events in. It's just a great outdoor space there. They have a built-in sound system that we are welcome to use. We don't have to go and pirate speakers from the back of the World Beat Center to make that work. They have in-house t-shirt printing and merchandise printing machines for small run. We can put our logo on stuff and print out a run of like 25 t-shirts for a special event. Like, we have access to just use that. It's amazing. They are being very reasonable with their rates. They've already talked about how, since we're a nonprofit, they can give us really low nonprofit rates for events, for classes, for workshops, things like that. And it's a tax write-off for them. So they're actually really excited to host us for things like that. They want to advertise and do special promotions on their website about our school, which is super cool. Rebecca is also in the process of renovating the space a little bit, and especially the big upstairs studio. They're planning on building a movable stage, building out the little sink area into a bar so they can use it for special events and things like that. And then we can put up decorations like Brazil-styled carnival-themed decorations, our banner and stuff like that. And in that vein, the thing I'm actually kind of the most excited about is she wants us to paint our logo on the front of the building. And actually, like when it says the Movement La Vie Dance Center right next to it, home of Supersonic Samba School. So she's really invested with making it our home base and what a samba school is supposed to have, a quadra, a community center. I feel like this can really be a place where we're able to do that. In top of that, work study opportunities. As she's renovating it, there are going to be plenty of opportunities for people to come and help out and do work study things. Like, she's going to be redoing the landscaping in front. There's going to be painting involved. There's going to be moving gear around. So if we have people who need duties for work study, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people to help out. Plus, for us to just be invested in the space and show that we're excited to make that our home. We can do special events to do that. And I think that's I think those are the main things. I personally, when I had a good sit down talk with Rebecca, she really feels about that space, because she recently took over this space the same way we feel about it, where she wants it to be a cultural home base for us and for many other kinds of cultural art forms in San Diego. Like, she wants us to host summer camps for kids there, have special workshops. She's all about getting kids classes going, offering us space to really expand and grow what we're doing, which we've been talking about doing for a long time, but have had a hard time finding the way to make that happen. So personally, I'm really excited about the opportunities that we can have there. I really feel that this is the next step. Like, we've been slowly building all these little pieces, expanding our board of directors, just becoming more and more like a real Samba school. And the last thing we've been missing is really a home. And as much as the World Beat has been a place where we can go, I personally haven't really felt that as my home for the school. I haven't really felt them embrace us as part of their culture. And so it's time to take it somewhere else, and make our home, because we're the only ones who can make it. So basically, thank you for watching this. I personally would not like to have a bunch of comments and discussion about this on the WhatsApp chat, because things tend to devolve really quickly when they're not done face to face. So I encourage all of you, if anybody has any questions, concerns, they're super into it, not super into it, please call me, or one of your board directors. But personally, I would prefer that you call and talk to me, because I'm the one who's kind of really trying to push this through, because this is all up to you guys. We're not going to go if you guys don't want to go, because the school is all of you. It's not me, it's not Hinata, it's not the directors, it's you. So I want you guys to be excited about this, not just me. So please feel free to call me. If you don't have my number, 707-832-6655. I'll type it up. So let's try to keep the chat about it in the members chat to a minimum. We can talk about it at the holiday party, and then at some point in the near future, we're gonna take a vote. And if the vote is positive, we're basically gonna start the new year there. And if not, we'll go back to the World Beat. But I'm personally really excited to move forward, and I'm excited to see what we can do with this. So that's about it. Thank you for listening. Feel free to call me. My door's open. My phone's on. I might not respond immediately, but I'll get back to you. So thank you guys. Love you all.